Okay, so I've been testing out stuff and blah 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 blah. I don't know anymore. I'm not having the best of days. I really am not. But we're here now, and we're gonna see how we can do against this. And I hate Amoonguss so freaking much. I really do. I just want Amoonguss to die in a little hole somewhere. But I'm gonna lead with Glove Slap, and I'm gonna lead with Beefcake, and you're gonna see who these guys are in the end anyway, so don't worry about the nicknames. And I'm gonna bring Salamence, and I'm gonna bring Omeo, and the reason why I say Salamence is because I've forgotten to give Salamence a nickname. I don't know, the small things, the really, really small things. But yeah, as my opponent leads with Salamence and Lucario, I did not expect that. I expected leads of the Amoonguss and the Kangaskhan, but I'm still expecting my opponent to have brought the... You may not have brought the Kangaskhan, actually, because you brought the Lucario. So I don't know. I am expecting that you will want to protect on that Lucario, though, because Mienshao will ruin its life if you don't, so I don't know, man. But I'm going to go for a knockoff on the Salamence because I am playing a little bit of a prediction thing here. And I shot on the Salamence because hopefully that'll kill it off, as it does. So we don't even have to worry about that. But you didn't protect on the Lucario, but you didn't Mega Evolve either. So we knock off your choice specs. Your choice specs, Lucario. Okay. Not bad at all. But the Amoonguss is going to be a little bit of a problem, so I'm going to go for another Ice Shard on the Amoonguss. The interesting thing was, we did outspeed the Lucario, so I'm thinking it might be some weird, more bulky variant or something. But I'm going to go for a high jump kick, because it's the most powerful step I have, and I'm expecting another Vacuum Wave, so I'm just going to go for the Ice Shard on the Amoonguss to do as much damage as I can. It went for Rage Powder, I expected that, not really worried or anything. He goes for the Vacuum Wave on Beefcake. Doesn't worry me. The high jump kick hits, but he's a Rocky Helmet Amoonguss. Not bad at all. In comes Salamence, and we get nice attack drops on two special attackers. I guess one's more bulky than a special attacker, but whatever. High jump kick on Lucario and Fire Blast on Amoonguss. Hopefully we can kill the Amoonguss with Fire Blast, and then we can come in and high jump the Lucario to the face, because Lucarios do not like receiving high jump kicks to the face. They really do not. So if we could do that, that would be nice. That would be fantastic. And I would be very happy. So I'm going to see if that happens. He does draw the attention with Rage Powder. We get a crit. I'm not sure if it mattered. I will put a damage calc up. So, but we get that almighty powerful miss. God fucking damn it, I cannot catch a break today. I really cannot catch a fucking break. God damn it. I'm going to go for a Willow on the Kangaskhan, because Kangaskhan's a threat and a half. And I'm going to go for Fire Blast on Lucario, expecting the fake out, but I have to go for a hit. And I'm choiced anyway, so I'm just going to go for that Fire Blast in any case. Vacuum Wave is inbound, and no fake out. So the Lucario is dead. We get a crit. I don't think that mattered. Lucario's not bulky, even though he seemed to be running a slightly more bulky variant. The burn comes in, and that means a lot. My Rotom Wash is also the more defensive variant, so we should be fine against this Kangaskhan, really. And I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt, because it's the better option, and I'm choiced into Fire Blast, so I don't really have another option with Salamence anyway, but we get a nice amount of damage off because he did not opt to go for the Sucker Punch. He went for Power Up Punches, which puts him back at neutral, which is decent. But I don't think you're going to one-shot a defensive Rotom, and Thunderbolt will be able to come in and knock you out, so that will be nice. And Return does not, I was correct. So we did actually end up getting a win off as our first battle. I think the last couple have been losses, but this one's all good. This one's all good, and it makes me happy. So we're gonna find another battle now. So I don't know how to include that battle. My opponent left, and we finally get another battle. It only took my entire lifespan. God damn it! Okay, Meowstic and Kangaskan are obvious leads. Nuzzle Raichu, Fake Out Raichu is quite possible. Garchomp's a big threat, Charizard's a big threat, and Rotom is a nuisance. So, we have a annoying as hell team to put up with right now. But it is manageable. I'm going to lead with Koopa Troopa, the Chestnaught. Because I can. And because you can't stop me. And because you can't stop me. How do you feel about that? I'm sorry if it frustrates you, but you can't stop me from doing it. So I'm going to do it. And then I'm thinking I may just lead with... this is interesting, actually. I'm going to lead with Salamence. I'm feeling like leading with Salamence is a good play right about here. And then, see, the thing is, it's hard because I want to be able to pick my opponent's team and stuff, but my opponent has 6 out of 6 viable mons together. So it's way too hard to pick. So it's me just picking, like, if I do this, then I won't be able to counter this and stuff. So, I don't know, I'm just picking just Pokemon at the moment, and I don't feel like I'm getting very far. But I've ended up picking my team, Zoroark and Mienshao, the ones that I am leaving out, which I find somewhat interesting because they're normally the ones that I pick. But my opponent does lead Meowstic and Kangaskan, and that is nice to see because I know exactly what both of them do. So it makes me very, very happy. I'm going to go for a belly drum, trying to scare the living daylights out of my opponent, because Meowstic is, of course, a support Pokemon, so you're not going to do much with that. And then, you're most likely going to want to Fake Out on the Salamence, but I have to let that happen. I have to let that happen on the off chance that you do not Fake Out the Salamence. And then I'm thinking that the most viable thing for me at the moment is to go for the Hydro Pump, and of course Kangaskhan being the bigger threat, I'm going to aim for that. Kangaskhan Mega Evolves first turn and gets the Fake Out on the Salamence, so I predicted that and I'm not worried about it, and it's no problems. As the Meowstic ends up packing Psychic. Well, holy shit. In that case, I mean, I was going to do this anyway, but I have to go for Spiky Shield. Because, wow, I did not see that coming. And I'm going to go for a Draco on the Kangaskhan because it's still the bigger threat. Hopefully he targets. He does target, but he went for Sucker Punch. And he went for Thunder Wave on the Salamence. Okay. This really does blow. Expecting the Sucker Punch to come in again, I'm actually going to go for a Leech Seed. For a Leech Seed, and I'm going to go for a Leech Seed on the Meowstic, and I'm going to go for a Draco on the Kangaskhan again because I'm choice, so I don't really have the option. He goes for a Protect. That really blows because I knew that he was going to Psychic with the Meowstic once I saw that, and of course I went for Draco on the Kangaskhan, so I got outplayed to no end on that single turn. So that blows and then some. Rotom being the best thing to bring in at this stage. I could go for the Thunderbolt, but no, I think I should go for the Thunderbolt. It's so hard because I want to say do it, but the Raichu could come in if he brought it and it has Lightning Rod. But I don't think that Thunderbolt's the most expected option, so I will just opt for that, and I'm going to go for that on the Kangaskhan. And I'm going to go for a Draco on the Meowstic this time, because the Meowstic seems to be somewhat of a problem. He went for Safeguard, expecting the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm glad I went for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt didn't even kill Kangaskhan. That is annoying. I was gonna say that is gay, but I know people take offense to some words being used in a derogatory fashion and everything, and I do use it, I'm not gonna deny it, but I'll try not to, okay guys? And you can't get upset at me for me saying it there, because I held back and stuff, and I've explained that I'm trying to stop, okay? I'm trying. It's habitual and stuff like that, so it's hard, but I'm trying. I have to go for a Hydro Pump here, and I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump on the Meowstic, expecting my Salamence to die this turn. I want to go for an Ice Shard on the Kangaskhan when it comes in. But no, he opts for a return on Rotom. Okay, and Draco misses! Because why the flying fuck would you hit Salamence on the turn that I need it the most? Why would you hit? Ah, the rage is so real. God damn, son of a bitch. God fucking damn it. God damn it. And Sucker Punch is the most viable option for the Kangaskhan here, expecting the Ice Shard, but I have 4 attacking moves. So I'm going to Ice Shard anyway, hoping that you don't, killing off the Kangaskhan. But I don't see me winning anyway, because I'm one single Pokemon against an entire team. Doesn't matter how low your Kangaskhan and Meowstic frickin' are, I cannot see me pulling off a victory here. And this really does blow. This really does blow as you swap out into the Raichu, and it doesn't matter how much we can do to the Raichu at all. That being said, Raichu will outspeed me. Not that I know what he's gonna be able to do, though. Expecting you not to be able to do anything, I'm gonna Ice Shard on the Meowstic. Hopefully we can get some nice damage up there. And, of course, Fake Out! That's what you're going to be able to do, and I am going to die to my own life orb, most likely be going for the Ice Shard, and I'm going to go for the Raichu, because it does not matter what I go for. And even though I was outplayed, and I'm not going to deny it, I lost to a combination of being outplayed and hacks. And so now I get into a new battle, and my opponent is bringing the most standard of OU teams that you would have ever seen, of course, when Mega Kangaskhan was viable. So, I guess I can hope that my opponent has no idea what he's doing or what she's doing, and that she's just made the most threatening looking team and stuff. But I'm expecting that not to be the case. So, I have to try expect what's going to happen. And I'm thinking the lead Kangaskhan and the lead Talonflame are very likely. Lead Salamence is very likely as well. So, I don't freaking know, man. I'm going to go lead Mienshao and lead Mamoswine, and then Chestnaught's not going to be viable for this battle. Rotom Wash is, so I'm going to go for Rotom Wash, and then Salamence. And I guess you would say that is the more standard part of my team, but hey, let's play standard against standard. And I predicted the leads. You guys, I predicted the leads. Oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. So proud of myself. And I'm going to go for a Quick Guard because I'm expecting either a Brave Bird or a Fake Out, or possibly even both, which would be lovely to see. And then Rock Slide. Hopefully these things happen. Come on, tell me they do. Brave Bird, Quick Guarded, and I outsped the Kangaskhan, so I don't even have to worry about it, and Rock Slide is inbound. So I do at least kill the Talonflame. We flinched the Kangaskhan, so in this battle, luck is on my side. Thank you. This is a nice change. This is a very nice change. And from this point here, I'm going to go for a high jump kick on the Kangaskhan because it's a huge threat of the problem, blah, 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 blah. I could go on for days about how big a problem Mega Kangaskhan is. I really don't need to tell you guys because you should know. And I have to go for a Rock Slide because it's the only thing that can really dominate the Rotom Wash. So high jump kick does take out the Kangaskhan. I expected it to. So, we didn't even lose Mienshao in that turn. I am really happy about that. I'm really, really happy about that. And you could easily go for a Shadow Sneak on this turn. You could easily do that on the Mienshao. So, I don't know. I want to be able to predict that, but I feel like it's not viable. So I'm going to go for a knockoff on the Aegislash. And it'd be nice if I had Mold Breaker on Mamoswine, but that'd probably be broken as all hell. So, I can't hit that, but I think... No, it's not really. I wanted to say it was okay to just go for an Earthquake, but it's really not. So I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. I can always Earthquake later. He doesn't go for Shadow Sneak, and I do knock off its leftovers as I get in a nice knockoff, which is good. You guys, I was surprised about this, but it turns out that Mienshao learns knockoff through breeding. So that's really nice to know. As he goes for a substitute on the Aegislash, which is somewhat of a problem, but it's not game breaking. You can't get back any health, so you're kind of stuck where you're at, which is nice. And I can... Getting off residual damage on this Rotom would be nice, I think. I feel like that'd be nice. So I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp on the Rotom, and I mean, I'm just going to spam Rock Slide. No. If I go for an Earthquake, I will break Aegislash's sub, won't I? Yes, and I am the fastest thing on the field, being a Mamoswine, because everything else is slow and bulky and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm actually going to do is go for a Thunderbolt on the Aegislash, and I'm going to go for an Earthquake, because Rotom doesn't get hit by Earthquake, and... I was about to say, and Rotom doesn't get hit by an Earthquake, but we're both freaking Rotoms, aren't we? My opponent's Rotom outspeeds mine. Not sure if that's a speed tie or not, but it doesn't matter. My opponent's Rotom is dead. That's the important thing. The Will-O-Wisp is nice on a bulky Pokemon like Rotom, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go for a Rock Slide, because it's the only thing that hits my opponent's Rotom. But he avoids that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Not bad. Not a problem. Okay, in comes Salamence, and I get that nice and powerful Intimidator on a special attacker. Okay, even still, I should be okay here because Salamence can do as much damage as possible on the following turn, which, well, actually this turn, and I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt to back it up. Draco Meteor inbound, and it does a lot of damage. I'm really happy about that. Thunderbolt will not be able to take me out, but Thunderbolt will be able to take you out. So, I got a little bit of luck in this battle, and it turns it around. I'm telling you guys, luck in VGC is everything. It really is. One turn in OU can turn a battle, but one turn of luck in VGC will 80% of the time, and sure, I'm pulling this figure out of my ass and whatnot, you guys can, you know, have a go at me and whatnot. I'm telling you, it is unreal. One turn in VGC will most of the time break a game. It will break a game most of the time. Now, I don't know what my opponent's Mega Kangaskhan wanted to do on that first turn that I flinched it. I did predict the Brave Bird and dealt with it beautifully. So, you can't call that hacks or anything, but that Rock Slide flinch on the Kangaskhan, I'm expecting it wanted to go for power-up punches or return, both of which would have killed the Mamoswine, and I'm guessing that would have been a fair bit of a big deal in terms of what would happen. But see, that just proves my point on how important it is.